You ask AI one simple question and it gives you this giant wall of text and the answer you actually wanted buried somewhere in the middle. What if it just handed you this instead? One clean page you can read in a couple of seconds. I'll show you exactly how to prompt your AI to achieve this. I'll also give you my own workflow so that you can install it on your workspace to turn any giant wall of text into a beautiful HTML page whenever you want for free. A few weeks ago, Thariq, an engineer at Anthropic working on the Claude Code team, he posted this article on X, which got 14 million views. Basically, he said that for really long markdown documents, he don't really read it anymore. Instead, he generates a HTML page so that he can read it more easily. So a markdown document is basically a file that contains text like this, like really long walls of text like this. And basically, it's just prompts you give to the AI or your SOP of executing a certain task. Now, as you can see, this article is pretty long. And to prove his point, I actually ran the entire article through my visualize skill, and the visualize skill gave me this document. The visualize skill basically turns any wall of text into a HTML page. And this is what it gave me. The title, the unreasonable effectiveness of HTML, and then the key idea is that Markdown shines when you edit files by hand, but once you're directing an agent, instead of typing HTML wins, it also states that for any Markdown documents that has more than 100 lines, then people are not going to read it, including the person who created the Markdown. But there are also some cons in that for the AI to generate HTML pages, it would take 2 to 4 times longer, with Claude Opus having a 1 million context window, so this shouldn't be a problem. And then it listed the disadvantages of Markdown and also listed the pros of HTML right here, as well as here. And then there's 5 ways that you can do this, which is for specs planning and exploration, for code review and understanding, for design and prototypes, for reports, research and learning, and custom editing interfaces. Then it also generated the frequently asked questions. So isn't it less token efficient? It's true that Markdown uses fewer tokens, but because HTML is more expressive and it's just more exciting and fun to read, so there's a much higher chance that people will actually read it. So how do you view the file? You just open it locally in your browser. What about the version control? This is the biggest downside because the differences is harder to review than a Markdown file. And Thariq says the real win for him is filling in the loop. Now, I want to show you how the skill that I built generated the HTML page that you just saw. And for this, I'm using Claude. You do need a paid account for this. You can choose the Pro account here. It will be enough. After setting up, you will need to download the app and open it. And it will look something like this. And inside the app, you click this Cowork tab over here. Now, I usually work in Claude Code, but for this video, I want to keep it simpler. So we'll just use Cowork. We click this, and then you want to be working inside a folder. So you just need to click this and just choose the folder that you want to work in. This is basically just a folder on your computer. I already have a previous session over here, so I'm just going to click here and jump into the previous session. This is a Markdown document the AI gave me about the NBA, the Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. As you can see here, this is a very long Markdown document. It's 10,000 words. When I run this skill /u-visual, it will turn the 10,000 words into a beautifully designed HTML page. I named this u-visual is because U stands for utility. I have other utility skills. I'm going to cover them in a future video. When I ran this command, u-visual, the AI knows what it's going to do because I'm already in the folder that I want to be in. It contains all the scripts, all the SOPs, all the skills that I need. So I said, u-visual, so I'm invoking the skill, and then NBA text you just generated, which is this one. And then for the style, for the design, use San Antonio Spurs team's vibe and the Oklahoma City Thunder's team vibe. That's it. I only told them this, and the skill is reading all the SOPs, and it generated HTML page like this. Headline, and the result, the overview stats, the summary of the 7 games, when it was held, where it was held, the score and who won, whether there's overtime or not, and how the momentum swung throughout the games, and the point totals game 1 to game 7. It generated this chart for me to quickly and easily review. And then the duel between the 2 MVPs, Wemby and SGA, why San Antonio won, and then the 3 pointers each team made, 2 ways to build a contender between Oklahoma City and San Antonio, some more stats over here, and then finally a quote by Wemby. So as you can see, just by running this skill, it generated like 10,000 words into a beautiful HTML page. Now I want to show you another example of how I use this skill to turn a blog post into a HTML web page. All right, so I start a new session and I invoke this skill by typing u-visual. And the AI said, what do you want turned into a scannable HTML page or document? I said, use the content on this page, which is this blog post, 8 ways to protect digital downloads from theft without annoying customers. As you can see, this is also pretty long. Apart from this, I told the AI I want a stickman style like the attach, which is this one right here. And then it generated this web page for me, 8 ways to protect your digital downloads. And then this is like a preface, some stats, $300 million lost every year to ebook piracy, $30 billion lost every year to online video theft, and 10,000s of members in Telegram groups sharing whole courses. It shows the 8 methods compared and which protection do you need, 6 ways to actually lock things down. This can be expanded. Find the balance because too much protection actually backfires. You can do all of this, or you can just use the easy way, which is to just let CardMango handle it for you. So CardMango is my platform. This is my business that me and my small developer team build it for digital product sellers. All you need to do is just to upload your files and they are protected automatically. There's no setup. There's no step 2. If they bought, they can instantly access the download. But if they didn't, then they need a one-time password, which is sent only to paying customers' emails. This is CardMango's website, cardmango.com. It's currently free during beta, which is now. After that, it only costs $10 per year. And we have quite a lot of revenue boosting features like order bumps, upsells, downsells, cart abandonments, etc. And the most important thing is that we employ no subscription hostage. So do check it out if you want to sign up for free, cardmango.com. Back to this. So as you can see, this skill can also take a published blog post and create a beautiful HTML page. Now you might be thinking, I can just ask the AI to give me in bullet points, right? And yes, sure you can, but you're still reading text. You are retyping the same request every single time and you don't get the tables, the cards, the charts, an actual page you can save and send to a client. And all of this is just one command and you get a real page every time. One honest thing though, because this matters, this skill doesn't make the answer any smarter. If the AI got a number wrong, this will not catch that. It just makes what's there easy to see. In this section, I want to show you how to actually build the visualize skill from scratch. If you are only interested in getting the skill and then generating your own page based on a wall of text, you can skip this section and just get a skill for free. The link is in the description. I'm going to be using Claude Code and VS Code. And I know that the first thing you're going to be thinking is, oh no, the word code. Don't worry about this. We won't be writing a single line of code at all. I've also previously created a video on this exact topic, which is how to use Claude Code from the perspective of a beginner as well as a non-coder. The link is in the description. All right, so let's continue with this. I have VS Code open with the folders and files over here, Explorer, and on the right is the Claude Code. The folder is called blank demo build. So basically this is a folder inside my computer, blank demo build. If I type in a folder test, the folder test also shows up over here. Now if I delete this, it's also deleted from my computer. So I'm going to paste in a prompt. You will see that this is a very messy prompt, very disorganized, thoughts scattered everywhere. I'm doing this on purpose. I don't want to polish up the prompt because I want you to see that even though you are giving the AI disorganized thoughts and they still is smart enough to understand what you mean. And I'm using a speech to text tool to transcribe this. So it's very messy. I said, hey, can you build me a skill to create a scannable HTML page based on a wall of text? So the input is a wall of text and the output is a scannable, modern and polished HTML page. The user will need to provide the wall of text and in the form of a copy pasted text into the chatbot, or it can be in the form of a URL or in the form of a PDF or Word document or text document that's attached in the chatbot. Regarding the design, make sure it's a modern and polished HTML page, but you can also ask the user if they have any design style, theme, vibe they want to incorporate into the design. Give them examples on what they can type or ask the AI so that with examples, it's easier for them to write the design that they want. So we are going to click enter. The AI is asking me some questions. So when converting the wall of text to HTML, how much of the original content should survive? I'm going to be choosing this one, keep everything, restructure. Where should the finished HTML file go to? And should it auto open? Save to output plus auto open. I'm going to click this, click submit answers. The AI asks another question, how should the page design be produced? I will choose this. and it's giving me a folder structure. So I say approve. Okay, the AI is creating its own to-do list and then checking it off one by one. It's also testing that the skill actually works. So it tries to run this in the background. It says it renders correctly. After some testing, it says that looks generally polished. The AI has finished doing its job. It says that it's verified. I ran a full code review and applied the fixes. It found some errors, bugs, and it fixes itself. It also created all these folders, .claude skills folder, wall of text.html folder, and then the skill.md, which is basically this skill over here, which is again a set of instructions, SOP, prompts, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this, etc. And then it also created some Python scripts, which is a programming language to do all the fancy programming stuff that again, we don't need to understand. We don't even need to manually write the skill.md, even though it's only text. Everything is written by the AI. If you need something to be edited, you just tell the AI and it will edit the documents, the scripts for you. All right, the AI has finished generating the sample. It's here, output sample-coffee.html. And this is what it looks like. This is expandable and collapsible. This is a table of contents, which is floating. All right, so we one-shot prompt, well, almost one-shot prompt. The AI asked me a few questions. We got to this, which is pretty cool. And that is how you build a skill from scratch using plain English instructions. Next, if you want to try out the skill, we can do that. The name of the skill is called wall of text to HTML. We can just type in like this, press enter to invoke the skill, or we can just use natural language to invoke the skill. So for example, convert my wall of text to HTML. Okay, so the AI asked me to paste the wall of text straight into the chat or drop a URL or attach a file. Let's grab this URL and then I'll just paste here, and also ask me what look I want. Let's say I want dark editorial. Okay, the AI has finished and this is the page that it generated. 11 public speaking techniques. There's a table of contents where we can jump straight through, and then for every method there's a key takeaway. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier is that I highly recommend that you install the front-end design skill straight from Anthropic themselves. And the way to do that is you just need to type / and then manage plugins. Okay, and then from the marketplace, we just need to go to this link here. I'm going to give you the URL for this in the description. So we go here and then under marketplaces, we paste the URL here, we click add. I already have added, so it's doing nothing, but if you haven't added this, it will show up over here, Claude Plugins Official. This is the official plugins from Claude themselves. And then after you have done that, you go to plugins and type in this one. Again, I have already installed this, so this is already activated, but for you, you just need to type in front-end design like this, and then the list will show up. You just need to click and activate. Installing this will help you with the front-end design, which is also related to this HTML design skill. So free workflow is in the description. Download it and run it on the next wall of text that AI throws at you. And do me a favor in the comments, what's one thing you keep doing manually in your business? And I can cover it in a future video. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It genuinely helps me a ton in creating videos like this. And I will see you in the next one.